Because you can't take it with you when you go.
I am me. I am the only me. And I'm BA.
Hey guys!
Today we're going to look at our phones because you guys... You know what they say about assumptions?
Yes, and someone responded and said, I don't make assumptions about anyone because I'm not an...
A-double-S.
Yeah.
It's a trend on YouTube to ask people's followers, their followers, to make assumptions about them, which I think is kind of interesting because...
Or not like make assumptions, but just like what do you...
Like what
are your thoughts about... Yeah.
Yeah, like based on what you see on YouTube, what do you think about me in different aspects of my life?
I think it's pretty natural for everyone to like see someone and think something about them.
I mean, I'm sorry, like I feel like it's human nature to kind of like assess the situation and like try to figure it out. So, and I think it's really cool for us because we've been on YouTube for so long. I feel like I'm kind of shocked by how much you guys, like what you guys think about us, but we'll get into that. This is just a really fun thing to do.
Let me preface this with subscribe if you haven't. And be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy it. It's a little bit different for our beauty channel, whatever that means.
I like to throw in the word lifestyle here and there.
You do?
Yeah.
Nobody ever says that about their channels
I'm
when
original.
they want to stop doing beauty stuff.
I'm original.
Okay, so...
Plug. We have a clothing store, Madison and Mallory, and she's wearing one of our best-selling sweaters. We don't have it in stock currently. It's sold out if the vendor gets it back.
We have a similar one in a different color.
Yes,
the
we
Lincoln.
do. Yes, the Lincoln, which is very similar, different color.
We'll pop it up on the screen so you can see it.
But if the vendor does get this one back, you know we gonna get it back.
We love popping it off the shoulder.
Can't do that today.
With our scalp lace bralette that you can buy on our Facebook group, Madison and Mallory Exclusives, which is our fun VIP group where Stefanie does all the photos and the little fit videos, and we do live sales over there. And it's just a really fun community where you can shop and see how things fit.
Deals, get free shipping, all the things. And we just restocked those bralettes, but I believe they sold out again.
We have other colors though.
So jump on there and go ahead and be signed up because you'll get notified when we do restock, like a Facebook notification. And if you sign up for the app, which we'll link below, you can get push notifications when we restock.
Okay, so here was what my fear was leading up to posting the photo to do the assumptions. Because it's all fine and dandy to say, hey, like let's do a Q&A, but to specifically ask people
for
to
statements,
tell you what they think about you is kind of scary. And I told Steph, I was like, I don't want them to be mean. I don't want to cry. I don't want to be sad.
Let's see how mean you guys were. I've seen some of these videos. Obviously, that's why we're doing it.
Yeah. And if you know who started it, leave it in the comments. I don't know. And the only person I've seen and watched was Leanne Says.
I don't like to claim I know because then when I'm wrong about who started it, I don't. So like leave below who started it or we'll put in the description if we find out who started it. But a lot of people are doing it.
But we also don't do videos and we're like, I'm not giving credit to that person.
I don't know. Maybe we are like that. Let's see what people assume. Maybe we're closet biatches. I did not say a bad word. I added an O.
We'll address that.
I started screenshotting them because I'm an old lady and I don't know if Instagram gets rid of them. So I was like, maybe I should screenshot. And I was like, I don't think they go away that fast. There's a lot grouped together. So like, I don't want to like repeat ourselves too much.
Well, if you feel like you've said it, we won't say it again from another person. People asking about kids stuff. We're not going to read every single thing about kids.
Well, do you think this goes into like girl bossy stuff?
I mean, yeah. As we just promoted.
These are some of the comments that you guys have said, or assumptions, okay? That we are dedicated workaholics, hilarious and focused, yet like to chill. That describes, I feel like, us in freaking to a T.
I would say the only difference on the like to chill is we try to chill.
We like it.
But we struggle because of the workaholic nature of our personalities.
Like, just some more assumptions in that vein. You work hard, killing the small business game.
Okay, small business. To our amazing girl bosses who are awesome and rock. Love y'all and RTR.
So many fun girl bossy moments. There's a lot of girl bossy ones. And I'm here for it because if there's anything I want to teach people, it's go for your dreams, be a girl or boy boss, whatever. Be a person boss, kill it.
Don't give up on your dreams. Your dreams only quit when you quit or something like that. You know, all the little quotes and stuff. It's like, if you never give up, you can't fail because you're still working at it.
Yeah. Something that, just a little tangent, we'll continue going. When I think about YouTube and like how hard YouTube can be, it's like, well, if you don't try.
How will you know?
Exactly. Just gotta try. We grew up in a rich family.
I would like to address this. Our mom grew up with not a lot of money. She was homeschooled for the last couple years of high school and she didn't go to college.
Yeah.
Our dad grew up super, super poor. I think he started working when he was like, what, 14 years old?
He said 14, yeah.
As early as he could. His dad died when he was 15. So he like had to get a job immediately. He got into college. Like, he worked hard, studied, he went through officer school with the Navy, he became an officer. He was in the Navy for 20 years. When he retired from the Navy, he went into working for...
He had 2 jobs.
Yeah.
He left the Navy and got 2 jobs.
Delivering papers, and then also doing a substitute mail route until that became a full-time position. But after he retired from the Navy, he continued working and only retired in the last like 4 or 5 years. Hard work has been something that has been an example for us our entire lives. Our mom stayed at home most of the time.
She stayed at home until I was about 7 or 8 years old.
Because our dad, with being in the Navy, we moved around all the time, and also he would be at sea for long periods of time.
And we were decently spread out in ages to where, like, you know, I wasn't quite in school, but like Tracy and Heather were in school, and so she just really stayed home until like her last one was old enough to go to school. And so when we moved here, she got a job.
And then I would say we were educated on the importance of working hard for what you want out of life. I've probably told this story before. I tell everyone that is when I was in high school, I really wanted a pair of Calvin Klein jeans, and my mom refused to get them for me because they were $50. And she told me I think I could have the $20 Lee's or Levi's or whatever.
From Goodies.
From Goodies.
From Goodies.
That were like on sale, okay? She told me when I got a job, I could get those jeans. So when I turned 16, got a job, my first paycheck was maybe $200, maybe $250.
Nah, she ain't spending a quarter.
I'm not spending 25% of my paycheck on a pair of jeans when you know the 16-year-old wants to have gas money for her dad's pickup truck that she drove, or the 1987 manual Jeep Cherokee with the paint flaking off with AM radio.
It always killed me that you and Heather put a corn sticker on Dad's truck. So like when he was driving around, he had a corn sticker on the back.
So that to address the growing up in a rich family. I don't think that we wanted for anything. I don't think that like...
But also I feel like the way our parents raised us, I saw somebody else talk about this. It's not that you didn't know. There were things I wanted as a young kid.
They were regulated by things like our mom saying...
it was very like, but you don't need that. This would be better instead. Like it was a good learning experience on what to value, and like don't know what I would be like today if our parents didn't like keep us grounded. You know what I mean?
That was really the only
not grounded, but grounded
point in my life where I remember feeling that want for something, and I attribute it to the fact that we had moved. This was our last move. Like I moved around. I probably went to 12 or 13 schools throughout my life from our dad being in the military. And when we moved here to Alabama, I started high school, 9th grade, knowing no one. I think the insecure side of me wanted to fit in.
Yeah.
And I saw that in the Calvin Klein jeans because I wanted to be like other people and feel like I fit in. Other than that, I don't remember growing up feeling like envious of stuff that other people had. But also I know like I didn't have as much as some people did.
It wasn't like, Mom, I want a brand new car when I'm 16. Okay.
No.
You can get a convertible. It wasn't like that.
So I'm thankful that our parents regulated those expectations and things like that and kept us.
No, it was funny. Something I remember learning from Mom, when I was in middle school, Limited 2 was the ish. Inflatable chairs, like plastic little bubble bags, and Limited 2, man. I would always beg her to go to Limited 2. Those clothes were expensive. So we shopped the sale rack, and she would be thumbing through. She goes, you know, one day you're gonna come in here and see a top you really want. You're gonna come back the next day. It's gonna be on the sale rack.
Or you will have paid full price. You come back in, it's on sale, and you'll be mad.
That's what she would say. Like, it'll be on the sale rack. So we shopped the sale rack.
Yeah. So I love my mom for that and for keeping us understanding how important money is, what it takes to earn it, hard work, and appreciating the things that you have.
At the same time, she'll also tell you it's okay to splurge and treat yourself within reason if you're able to.
Right. Because you can't take it with you when you go. That's what she says to us all the time.
She does.
Sorry, tangent. I have a lot of strong feelings about money and stuff like that, but you know, I think you can see the lavish lifestyles that some of the YouTubers lead, and you know, to each their own. Stefanie and I have always been very aware that all this can go away tomorrow. So we have been very focused on saving, and because I don't want to be 50, 60, whatever later on where I'm like, I'm forced to work because I didn't save.
Yeah.
So that's my goal in life.
Couple other money ones. You married rich.
No.
In fact, I feel like we were kind of similarly with our husbands. We like to secretly joke because we did YouTube and had a little extra money that we were their sugar mamas.
Yeah.
It's not like that. Like we married, it's our money. Like it's cool. We did not marry rich. We married comfortable. In fact, actually, just to make you guys feel a little better, when we first got married, me and Matt, we were going to get an apartment, and we lived with our parents for the first year of our marriage. mortgage because I had just gotten out of school and we didn't have quite enough money to buy a house. So we were gonna get an apartment, and Tracy, being the little financial person that she is, said, look, the apartment's gonna cost you like $800, $900 looking at buying a house.
Because with an apartment, you are just giving that money away
Thrown it
forever.
away. Unless you don't plan on living there,
right,
like in that area for too long.
Or if it's like a 1 year kind of situation, whatever. There's sometimes where it makes sense, sometimes not. And so I said, Steph, if you can make it happen, y'all can get a house for the same or less. You're gonna get that money back if you stay in there long enough. / even if you don't get money back when you sell your house, it's just so much better. Right. Plus it's good for credit and just all the good things.
So I didn't have enough money to put down on a house. So this is kind of a little secret, little whatever of information. So me and Matt put down as much as we could on the house. We didn't have a lot. We had to deal with like the private mortgage insurance or whatever. So we did pay a little extra, but we stayed in there long enough. We got money back from that house. So we were able to put that down on our next house, and we had a down payment for our next house. There was one that was like your secret millionaires.
No,
I wish. I mean, money doesn't buy happiness, but like
it buys peace of mind of like you don't have to worry about where stuff's gonna come from kind of thing.
It's never gonna matter how much money I have. I'm always gonna want to work hard because there is satisfaction in like working hard at something, and whether the thing you see from it is money or just success. I think
that's the gamified
game of life.
Like thing where it's like, you know, you feel like you're winning at something. Because I always feel like I'm in a competition with myself or with whatever I'm doing. And so, what about you guys never argue? A lot of you guys said that we never argue, that we're super close.
We get along all the time.
And I would just like to say that we do argue.
We've had a lot of practice with arguing.
Sweetest and nicest sisters ever with a great relationship. I mean, we are sweet, we are nice, and we're a good sister. We have a good relationship. But I think that when you have someone that you spend so much time with, arguments and disagreements are inevitable. And what's important is how you handle them and deal with them and get through it. Because
people say that like it's hard to work with family, but sometimes I think it can be beneficial because you have to learn how to work with each other, which can improve your personal relationship of working with each other in the personal department, because you have to turn off arguments. We've had to go into things like in LA and New York where we have to be on set and we're not happy with each other, and
we're fighting on the way in.
Flip it on.
As soon as we get to that moment where we're around people, you know, go professional, put it aside, we'll deal with it later.
It teaches you what's important, what's petty, and what can just be like not even worth your time kind of thing.
Someone said that our life is perfect and we have no stress at all.
Absolutely.
I wish, you know, guys, we have a lot of issues with anxiety. Not so much depression, but sometimes.
That was another assumption that we don't have anxiety and depression.
Yeah, and we do. It's something I've been talking about a lot lately at work and just trying to help people understand, like, you know, what it's like for me, how I deal with it. And I think it's important with these assumption videos and YouTube in general is just to realize, like, you're only getting a fraction of the story with most people. And sometimes even the story that you are getting might not be totally accurate. And like, it's hard and scary sometimes to share so much of yourself with the world and open it up to judgment and criticism. So like, I don't fault people for that. Mm-hmm. It's just something that it's okay to have assumptions, but I think don't treat people based on your assumptions.
Don't assume your assumptions are 100% accurate.
Right. Like,
because they're just an assumption.
Don't treat people based on what you think about them, because that's not fair to the person. Have stress, have anxiety. I mean, I think like over the years we've gotten better at like handling it and dealing with it.
That's the thing. We have it, but I'm getting better at coping with it.
Yeah. We're pretty confident. What's our secret?
And this is something that we tell younger people. It's not necessarily that we're just, we're confident, we love ourselves. But as you get older, you get more comfortable. It's not really that you're confident and you love everything about yourself. It's more like you accept yourself. Do you know what I mean? It's not like, I think I'm gorgeous. It's like, I am me. I am the only me. And I'm BA because nobody is me. So it's just like figuring out who you are and being okay with it and not.
That's part of my curly hair stuff. And like, I am not as confident with my hair curled like this. And so it's something that I'm trying to get more comfortable with. And all of your comments are really beneficial and making me feel good about it, except for one that said that it was giving them 80s vibes, because that's one of my fears.
But really isn't curly hair, like, because people perm their hair so much in the 80s, 90s, it's hard not to like.
Yeah,
but you don't look 80s, 90s is what I'm saying.
Like, but like, that's what it does to me too. Like, I think 80s, but also someone said Shakira, and that made me really happy because I love the Shakira comments. I live for them. You know, I take steps to feel more confident, and it's the stuff I've talked about, like not having a lot of change. Mm-hmm. I wear a lot of the same outfits and a lot of the same things because like once I find something I feel confident and comfortable in, I'm gonna put that on repeat.
It's like Doug.
Yeah, I mean,
I wear the same outfit every day.
Hundo P, like full disclosure, it was socially acceptable to wear the same shirt and pair of pants. If I had like 20 shirts and 20 pairs of pants and they're all the same, like I would have a uniform for life. I mean, it kind of gets boring, but some of my favorite jobs ever were when like I just had a shirt or something to wear that like took the thought out of it.
You're very basic.
I mean, I'll take that.
I mean, I like Starbucks. I like makeup, clothes. I'm basic. Your favorite store aside from your own is Target.
True.
It's up there.
It's, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Be some fun people to hit up a CC's with. Yeah.
You know it. But
That's
it's gotta
true.
be our CC's in our town.
Yeah.
Because Scott represent.
Yeah.
We know the manager.
Seriously, if you ever go to CC's in Tuscaloosa, tell the manager if you see him.
I don't know if he knows our names.
Surely he does.
The two blonde sisters say what's up.
Yeah, Tracy and Stefanie, whatever. I love how many people said that if we like met in real life that we'd be best friends.
But I think that's a very common assumption to have about YouTubers that you really like, because you're attracted to those YouTubers because you feel like you're similar people. So like, I mean, that's not a weird assumption to have, because a lot of people that we've met, like there's been people that we've met that have been fans of us.
Yes, that we have become
friends with. So it's not a weird assumption at all.
And like stayed in touch with, and like, we're all just people.
I know. I poop.
We're all just human beings.
Yeah. You both seem very introverted, which I definitely relate to. Yes, but I feel like it's also like situational.
Okay, so what I've heard about introverts is like they can put on a show and entertain and do all that stuff, but it doesn't mean that they're an extrovert.
No, I don't consider myself an extrovert at all. I go to get my license redone and I'm shaking like a leaf because my social anxiety, y'all, it's gotten so bad. I do not like going anywhere by myself.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Yeah.
So you'll probably never see me out by myself. Unless I'm at the grocery store, which
my thing
rare.
with being introverted is I get maxed out on being around people, and it sounds so negative. It
takes a lot of energy to be around people.
Yes, I feel like only people who are true introverts can understand what that's like. When I have been around Steph a lot, when I've been around people at work, it's like kind of that nonstop, no break time to be alone. I just need to get in my turtle shell and like be alone and not speak to anybody or be around anybody, because I just feel just like done. Yeah. And I feel like I got that from my dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a very that side of the family thing.
Yeah.
Y'all are bitter about other YouTubers' success and how YouTube has changed. Okay. What I will say is sprinkles of truth. I'm not bitter about other YouTubers' success. Not bitter. YouTube's hard. It's a lot harder now than it used to be because it's a lot bigger. I don't love how mainstream it's become to where like it's so Hollywood, I guess is the way to say it. In some aspects, I'm happy with where we are. We've been doing it for a long time. And I'm not bitter about anybody's success because I'm very proud of what we've done. Also, there was another one that said that you don't want to be YouTube famous, and that kind of goes along with it. Like, I'm happy with where we are. Like, I don't want to necessarily be like at the top.
I think what it is for me is just that when I see some of the people, and you guys know that we've hinted at this kind of stuff.
That's another thing that
you have been around those people in situations where you see more of their true colors, and also who they kind of were before they blew up and got big.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of like, it sucks when you see someone that is not a good person deep down have that success.
But how many times you hear about people meeting celebrities and like they're not nice, and it's like just a stinky situation that's sometimes not great, people get ahead.
Yeah, and I think that's pretty much my only bitterness towards people that are successful on YouTube is when we've had negative experiences with them / kind of knew them at a certain point before they got kind of big and they were cool, and then like after it's like, what?
Or like one of those situations where like that person kind of did you wrong and then you see they got done wrong and you're like, karma. I mean, overall, we're not bitter about anything. It's just as you get older and stuff and you're like, man, I miss when I was like, you know, this age, and like that was a fun time in my life. It's kind of like with YouTube. It's like, man, like a couple years ago, like that was a real fun time on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like it'd be cool if it was kind of like that, but not, because then without change, it wouldn't be. Like, it wouldn't be life, it wouldn't be fun. You need change for things not to get stale. No bitterness in general, just sucky situation for some people that get ahead in life.
Okay, we don't ever shop at thrift stores. That's something I kind of want to do, but twofold of why I hesitate to shop at thrift stores. Sorry, thrift stores overwhelm me. Like forever, like a messy Forever 21 overwhelms me. Like it's like I've gone into one of my rooms where stuff has exploded everywhere, and it's like I don't know where to start. I'm just super overwhelmed. That's not to say that I won't go to a clearance section at Target or somewhere where like I have to look through, or like TJ Maxx, but sometimes I tell Steph I'm not in the mood to thumb through TJ Maxx and like try to find things, which also is kind of why I prefer online shopping.
I was gonna say the reason why like I probably don't go to thrift stores because I can't do it online. The only store that doesn't really stress me out usually is American Eagle because it's kind of smaller and you can kind of see everything.
Yeah.
Stores like that don't stress me out where it's boutique-y and like kind of smaller
department
sections.
stores, I don't really like shopping department stores
and
either.
Forever 21's basically like a department store when you go into a normal sized one.
But this is not a plug, but I will say, you know, when we've worked with ThredUp in the past, that is more my ideal way of shopping secondhand because I can sort it by size, I can sort it by style. I'm getting secondhand without having to dig and search. But that is some people's like favorite thing about the thrifting is on the hunt for
that's just not like a hobby on my list.
That jewel, you know what I mean? routine. And so like, I wish I could get that satisfaction from it, but it causes so much like
sometimes
feelings.
I'll find like a product that I like online, like a jacket or something, and I'll go over to Poshmark and try to find it on there.
Yeah.
And that's kind of my little like way of finding a jewel, but I still don't do that as much as some people.
Something I enjoy more for thrift stores is going and looking through their furniture. When I had my apartment, I got several pieces from the thrift store that I refinished and painted, and like that's more my thrift experience than clothing.
When I was a kid, I used to do books because like I loved reading so much, and
like when we went to that like quarter bookstore or dollar bookstore or whatever with Heather, that was fun.
But even just like the one that we have here, like the American Thrift Store, when we used to go like an hour away with Nanny, like I would just get books because they would have like Babysitters Club and all the
Our
all the
nephew,
good books.
we were at one of those dollar bookstores or like super affordable bookstores. He found $75, $70
It was a chunk.
in a book. Like it was just stuck in the middle of a book.
Like a bookmark.
Working with your husbands has caused a strain in your relationships. This is something I was afraid of going into. If you don't know, with our Madison and Mallory clothing site boutique thing, we're online only, but our husbands left their jobs like at the beginning of 2018 to come work with us. And so that means that we're at home with them and we're at work with them. It's very separated so that I would say majority of the day we don't really see them or interact with them. It'll be brief interactions.
Yeah, like we have our own office. They work over in like the shipping room and fulfillment area because we have a warehouse. I mean, they'll pop in and ask questions about stuff and
finding an item, handling customer service
and whatever, but like we'll go a chunk of the day without seeing them.
If anything, it's helped mine and Bucky's relationship because his previous job was much more stressful for him. So I got a lot of that, like the brunt of it when he would come home and what he was dealing with. And now we go home and we talk about things with the store and what we're excited about.
And it's like you already as a couple have like a goal in life, but like when you work together and you own a company together, it's like all of your goals are lining up and you just, good things happen, you get excited. I just think, you know, some people, maybe it's not easy for them to work with family and like have relationships intermingle with work. I don't think that it can be said that it can't be done successfully because we've so far
depends on the situation and the people
had a good run of it. I mean, I'm happy.
Yeah.
And I think there was another one that said you never see your husbands. Negative.
Yeah.
We always see our husbands because we work together.
And something else that I'll say is when you have a small business and it feels so close to you and like your baby, having someone that you know wants it to be successful as much as you do is very comforting because when Stefanie and I travel, we know that it's in good hands. Not to say that there aren't, you know, good people that work with us. We're still very small. And so I feel a little bit like we don't have to bring on as many people just right now because we're still making it work. I have that peace when we're gone.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
Two more little money things is just you have money and that you've never struggled financially. And I just wanted to say one thing, and I don't know how to say it exactly. Parents were not rich when they were younger. They were.
Which I think helped them understand how to save and be aware of just the value of it all.
Yeah. Like I got my first job. I didn't get it when I was 16 because I was on a dance team and I couldn't. But when I was 17, I got my first job. And I've pretty much been working since then.
Same, 16,
and
had a job.
My parents didn't pay for everything. When I got your car, I had to help on car payments. As long as I had a job, I had to help on car payments and stuff. And then when I got my Honda, me and Matt got engaged and we both paid my car payment. But I didn't have a lot of money to myself from like the age of 17 till whenever 2012 was. Like whatever age I was in 2012, 2013 when like we left for YouTube full time. I went to x-ray school. I got my x-ray thing. I worked in x-ray. I made decent money. Not as much as I should have for being an x-ray tech. I was okay. Like I couldn't afford to live on my own.
When I graduated from college, I had a job making $8 an hour.
Yeah.
I was living at home for a while, saving up money. And when I finally did get an apartment, I had kind of my little like bank account saved up.
Yeah.
Between rent, car payment, and utilities, it almost took my entire month's paycheck.
I was gonna say, I remember when you lived in your apartment and it was like, I don't really think I need to be spending money right now because rent and all this is taking up a lot of my money. It's not that we did or didn't struggle financially. We
made sure that we didn't get into situations where we would be struggling.
Didn't do credit cards.
No. Except to build credit, but that is to say, if we purchased something on a credit card, we made sure we had the money in the bank to pay for it and did not carry a balance where interest was accruing and costing you more money than the item did to begin with.
We had an agreement with our parents that if we graduated college that they would help pay off the loans. For me, I chose to go the route that didn't need loans because I went to a community college and then I went to an x-ray program, which were all really, really affordable considering the alternative. Like a 4-year college. I didn't have student loans. I mean, it was all in, I think, the choices we made and how...
When I was in college, I didn't live off, like, out of my house. Like, I stayed at home with my parents. I didn't live on campus. I didn't live in a dorm. Those can be very expensive. Our parents have always been very much about being thrifty and saving and not not living beyond your means. And so
I almost moved out with my friend when we were in community college, and that would have been a bad situation. But we looked at apartments and I realized very quickly that I could not afford that.
That all this is to say our parents, the way they raised us, has shaped who we are as people, and it is why we don't purchase things like $2,000 handbags or $6,000 bracelets.
Yeah.
I know.
So we don't have RVs and boats.
I know that one day I'm gonna look back and I'm gonna think, gosh, I wish I hadn't dumped thousands of dollars into bags and accessories, because there could be a day where I need that money, and that can go a long way. It is just a personal thing for me where I just never, I mean, if it is a tool that I can use and work like a MacBook, I can see the value in that. A bracelet and a purse are not gonna get any work done for me.
No.
That's just how I feel about that.
Ready for this one?
I'm ready.
You're really annoying IRL. I mean, sometimes I probably am. Like, sometimes I jokingly say, like, ugh, I annoy myself.
Yeah,
Because I really am.
When I'm editing videos, I get tired of listening to myself. But I mean,
I think it's, honestly, I think that anyone and everyone can be annoying.
yeah, I don't know. I think that person is just a troll.
It's fine. You eat out more than you cook at home. True.
Yeah,
but
but
also, like,
actually-
I'll eat at home for dinner. Like, I'll eat a bagel
Special
or...
K.
Sometimes me and Matt will get crazy and cook a steak. But, like, I don't like cooking, if that's what you're getting at. You love dogs.
I think that,
Duh.
that your YouTube following grew quickly and it was less stressful at the beginning. I would say, if anything, it's just different. It's just changed. We were more stressed out about keeping up with the Monday, Wednesday, Friday schedule until 2014. That was a lot of stress.
Yeah.
And I think, like I said in a previous video, when we got the strikes on our channel, and that kind of like pulled us away from that Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and kind of gave me the feeling of like, it's okay if we don't make that schedule. And so now we're more lax with it. I'm stressed that YouTube punishes channels when they're not uploading, and punish is the wrong word. They boost, or they like the channels that are regularly posting, and they're gonna be put into feeds more frequently.
It's like a thing where, like, okay, like, if this video gets uploaded and a lot of people watch it at once and it does really well, like, that's gonna put that person into a cycle of good.
And like their next video will do pretty good.
But then, like, if
and-
somebody uploads or stops uploading a lot and their channel kind of like goes down a little bit, it puts them in like a bad cycle of not getting recommended and not
because YouTube's
going
like,
out to
oh,
everyone.
people aren't really watching their videos, so we're gonna suggest this other channel over here instead that's been consistently uploading and all their people are watching.
It's like trying to swim up a flushing toilet. You can't fight against the current to get up.
Yeah.
You gotta just get lucky and get that one little boost up, and then like flying right in the center again where you're like doing all right.
So I think our stress has been replaced with YouTube and our channel and stuff, with stress with Madison and Mallory, but not in a negative way, just in a like a, it's new and we want it to do well.
Yeah.
And so more of our stress is focused on that than YouTube now. And I'm feeling good that we filmed yesterday and we filmed today.
I know.
Yeah.
You're thinking about quitting YouTube.
No.
No.
I think everybody asks questions about kids. They think we hate kids. They think that Steph's sad because I don't want kids, but she wants us to have kids at the same time.
Is there a chance that I might want kids more than Tracy?
Yes.
Maybe. But if I was going to have a kid, her, like, whatever for not wanting it wouldn't stop me. What stops me is my impatience, my fear of childbirth, and my fear of losing all of my free time to a baby, which I know sounds really selfish, but like, hey, I'm recognizing my flaws and not bringing a baby into the world I'm not ready for.
Right.
Here's what might happen. I may get down the road, I may think I want kids, I may not be able to have kids, I may adopt. I don't know. Like, I got time.
Just to like settle any like questions or whatever, it's not something we've tried to do and not been able to. So that's not a thing.
Yeah, like we don't know.
Right. I mean, we might not be able to.
I mean, I've had times where I'm like, oh God, I might be, and I wasn't. Not like a tried. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. We've never actively tried to know. So
does
it's not
look
like we can't, and that's like some,
Deep dark secret.
yeah. I've never been a person that is like, I can't wait till I get married and have babies. That has never
And
been
again,
me.
never was our mom, so maybe that's something we got from mom.
Yes,
but
never.
like, she was the best mom ever.
I know, I love her.
Like, she was such a like, when I was sick, like, she was such a like,
I was singing
put the washcloth on your head.
Red
and,
River
like,
Valley the other day.
Yeah.
Like I was humming it and Bucky's like, or singing it. He was like, how do you know the words to that? I was like, my mom used to sing it
to us.
And
You're gonna make me teary-eyed.
I know, but it's like she did.
Yeah.
Like she
And
sang
You Are
to
My
us.
Sunshine.
Yeah, well that one not so much for me. Mine was Red River Valley, but whatever.
I was her sunshine. I
And
was
they
the one that
play
kept
Red
her
River
young.
Valley in Frontierland at Disney sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes me
I
happy.
want to go back with mom.
I know.
That's my favorite thing is to go with mom too.
Yeah.
But then like it also makes me sad when I think about not having kids because like I love our relationship with our mom and I think that that's like so special. But like I don't know if that's me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Also, with the assumptions, it's so funny because when this was happening, I told Bucky, I was like, Steph just posted it. I'm scared to look. I looked at a couple and then Steph texted and she's like, it's almost sickeningly sweet how nice everyone is being and how they think all these positive good things about us. I was like, I want to cry.
Yeah.
Because you you hope that people will get who you are. And you hope that you don't have people that are like hate watching you, which I know that there
But
are.
also, I think that you get what you put out. And if you are a good person, you attract good people. You know, that's not to say that other YouTubers that get the negative ones aren't good people, but I mean, maybe the vibe they put out on their channel is not great. I don't know. Like, I can't speak for them because I'm not going to make assumptions about them. I do believe in the you get what you put out.
And Steph even said, she was like, well, maybe these are the people that really love us and feel really connected and positive towards us.
But like,
and the like trolls and mean people will come later. And I was like, yeah, that's exactly what I just told Bucky. And I was scared to look at it this morning when I woke up. There are only a couple, like, look, you're basic or
which I know that some of those people probably just want to like
in real life.
Put it out there,
but seriously, there have not been any that like make my heart hurt or make me feel like you think that we're bad people or that we're covering up some darkness about who we are.
There's one that says you cuss a lot off camera. I'm just gonna say nobody's perfect.
I'm also gonna say our dad was a sailor.
And
for Christmas,
we jokingly say, I don't trust anybody that doesn't cuss a little.
I think you're not being fully honest if you don't.
Or if you haven't at least thought about it when you stubbed your toe.
Yeah. I've
also heard that people that cuss live longer.
Ooh.
I actually haven't. I just wanted to say that.
No, I think there's something to it.
I mean, you don't hold that stress and you just let it out.
We also grew up in a family where if we ever said gosh, our grandma was like, don't take the Lord's name in vain. And Nanny, I said gosh, and she goes, it's the same thing.
The other night at dinner, I said freaking, and I was like, does Nanny care about freaking? If I say, oh my gosh, that's freaking, oh my gosh, that's freaking.
And like all the bad things.
Like all of the words.
You basically just took the Lord's name in vain and then said freaking. Yeah, good job.
I know.
Good job,
it's hard.
Steph.
It's hard. No, I will say, when we started on YouTube, we didn't like to say any kind of bad words way back in 2009, 2010, because let me tell you a secret, okay? Twofold, okay? We have to hire people for Madison and Mallory. You want to put out things if you're currently in the workplace, which we were when we started YouTube.
Yeah, we still had a job.
You don't want your employer to see that.
And I had a guy that worked with me that knew about our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
It was so funny. He made a comment one day. He's like, do you know who is like most well-known whatever at the university or something along those lines? And someone was like a football player. And he was like, no, Tracy. She has a YouTube channel. And I was like, why do you know that?
No, when I worked at the chiropractor, I was an x-ray tech, but I was an assistant to the chiropractor. Like, I did paperwork and like I helped do the whatever with the patient. And so I went into his office one day and he was watching one of our videos. So then it like became a joke of like, do you upload a new video? And I left that job to go full time with YouTube.
Yeah.
But no, like we didn't want to do that because family was watching. It wasn't that we purposely didn't. Like, it just wasn't something that we felt. I don't cuss that much to like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Like,
it's not everyday language when I'm talking about this effing lipstick. No, like it's like this lipstick.
It's something that I feel like it's just not for public. And that's your own business if that's how you feel like letting F-bombs fly and whatever. Seriously, we grew up hearing it from our dad and
it was no stranger to our household.
So it was very like,
I can just hear Mom saying his name being like,
yeah, like our mom does not like the word fart.
No.
Okay.
Or poot. It is toot.
Okay, so anyway, I'm not a person that thinks that they are inherently bad. They're just words, and I feel like we give words power.
You know what? We like to do it at appropriate times and not inappropriate times.
But I also say mother trucker, French toast. She says
cheese and rice.
Cheese and rice. Sometimes say cheese and rice. You say cheese and rice crackers.
It's just funny. To say that, we did it in the beginning, and then as it went on, it became brands. Brands don't, if you want to work with brands, like, don't say those things. It's just like an employer. You're representing that brand just like you're representing the place that you work. And then it's even also more recently
with ads, so channels that are more PG family friendly, they do better with ads. Mm-hmm. So Stefanie and I are glad that, we made that choice on our channel, but also it is not hard for us to not.
Right. Like, it doesn't define us. Sometimes I see channels with girls that do it so much and I'm like, not that it makes you sound less intelligent, but like, come on, there are other words that you could use.
But also sometimes it feels like it is inserted intentionally, no euphemisms.
It comes off and it's like, oh my God, mother, it's just not cute.
And that maybe is an unpopular opinion that we're gonna get flack about, but like, we choose not to speak that way on our channel. And I don't really do that in public.
Sometimes it comes out. I'm not gonna say we don't. Yes, we do more than on here because we don't, but like, it's not who I am. It doesn't define me.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, it's slipped on the vlog channel. We've bleeped it out. I mean, look, I'm not even gonna, I can't give out any more information. Okay, we're not perfect. We are not perfect. Good golly, Miss Molly. I'm gonna go back to all of the like
goobery
words. Lottie B. It's hot.
Oh, that is not true that we're not interested in traveling internationally. Actually, it comes with like a disclaimer. We have fear and anxiety around traveling a little bit.
I really like flying.
I do want to travel internationally.
Yeah, Matt's been like, what we were looking at, but it was something in Europe, and he was like, I want to go there. And
Yeah.
I'm like, me too, but I do not want to fly across the ocean. Like, if you could beam me there, that would be great.
I want to do this thing, and I've told Stefanie, and maybe it'll be something we do this year. I want to go to the airport, buy a ticket, and just go somewhere. Like, pack a bag.
There it is.
You really curse a lot off camera.
Yeah, sorry, found it.
She did a crying laughing face.
Yeah.
I want to go to the airport and just, so we have a Delta credit card, and we use that for a lot of our purchases for Madison and Mallory. So in addition to travel, we build up miles, and I just think it would be so fun to go and use our miles and
Same.
just go somewhere and like create a vlog.
I forget we have those.
Yeah, just create a vlog around a weekend of going somewhere we've never been. Like, I want to go to like Montana.
Out west.
Yeah.
Middle America.
I want to go to Idaho. Have some
Idaho.
potatoes. I don't know. I just want to go do those things. You know what I mean?
Like, I want to go to
Carpe
pick
that
all
diem.
the 50 states and go to the most touristy, like the most traveled to city in that state.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Hit the hot spots.
Yeah. So you can at least like
check them off your list. Yeah, that's what I want to
see,
do.
we've already checked some because like
But
I got Arizona.
still.
Got it.
Yeah, but there's more.
Check mark.
I've never been to Utah.
I've never been to Utah. But like, I'm like, do I go to Salt Lake City? Because like, it's cold.
Not all year round. Oh, that we love Todd Maddie, and she's our favorite human being in the entire world.
Maybe.
Maybe.
If you're lucky. JK.
If we hadn't said that, I should have been upset.
Well, Chelsea said that you're both pretty cool.
Oh, yeah, thanks. I think that's accurate.
Yeah. A lot of people said we're pretty cool. Cool. Girl bosses. We don't really want kids. We're happy with life right now. We curse a lot off camera. I'm liking these assumptions.
Yeah. That we'd be fun to go to CC's with. It's true that we touch our hair all the time because we don't like how we look. Like, we're not happy.
I keep grabbing this curl because there's darkness right here,
Yeah.
and I keep thinking that like it's not playing nice. Like, things about us getting along. Some people think we do get along. Some people think we don't get along.
Yeah.
And honestly, it's both of those worlds. We do and
We
we don't.
smell nice all the time.
That's funny. I was bathing this morning and I'd seen that one last night. And I was like, make sure you smell nice. Gotta live up to those assumptions.
Yeah, but then sometimes when we're out doing something and it's like, oof, cheeseburger and a headlock.
And then you look up why armpits smell like onions or hamburgers, and it's like a woman hormone thing.
Ugh. Ugh.
So if you ever want to know what my armpits smell like, lovely onion cheeseburger.
Sometimes secret deodorant for 48 hours of odor protection. Y'all, that was one of my favorite things we ever did on YouTube.
It was.
It was such a good time.
Oh, that's a fun thing. If somebody could assume this, that we enjoy being on set and being like, I love that.
Yes.
That would be a good assumption.
Yeah.
Like I wish that I could do more things on set, do like
Leading up to it,
commercials.
we get scared. It turns out to always be a good time.
Yeah. I enjoy reading teleprompters.
Yeah.
I enjoy.
We should be a news person.
I enjoy being like a host, like a.
Yeah.
I'm not great at it until I like get going. Like, I don't think it's a natural talent.
Which is why I think we enjoy just coming on here, sitting and talking to you guys. But also, darn it, I want a podcast.
I do want a podcast. Time!
But you know what? So
A nighttime thing?
No, someone said on our last video that I sound like someone named Susie Meister or Susie something from some podcast. Well, I went and looked and I don't sound like that. B,
Sometimes I listen to podcasts though, and I'm like, I don't have that voice. It needs to be like this.
I'll
And
show
be
you
like,
these two girls.
I have a podcast.
I'll show you these two girls. They're not like that. They're chill and they just have conversations about stuff. And I looked at some of the titles and it was like something boobs and something. Like it's just really random topics that they just sat down and talked about. Kind of like what we wanted to do.
People I
with
was
Heather.
telling you about the teen mom people that have the called coffee convos or something, and I was like, that was Tracy's idea like 5 years ago to have a YouTube channel that was like coffee convos or coffee and combo.
Yeah. What the heck? They stole my idea.
You probably watch your YouTube channel.
Probably do.
You love Gilmore Girls.
We know that Emma Chamberlain and Tana Mojo watch our video. I mean, probably not
Did.
anymore, but like maybe they do.
They're too bougie now.
Whatever.
You guys are just too nice.
Yeah. And that's not to say if we ever do this again that we want you to come at us with mean stuff.
Come at me.
No.
Fun AF. Amazing girl bosses. Coolest sisters ever.
That we cherish family and friends so much. True. Oh, one I saw that is that we love where we live. That we love being from Alabama and like that's true.
Yeah, I like living in like where we are.
Yeah. Bucky was like, yes, my wife is representing her state well. So funny.
Somebody said this, you put each other before your marriages and possibilities of growing your families. I have already, this is not saying I put myself in front of that. Humans are inherently selfish. I feel that I don't do that, but I do have a hard time balancing personal life and work life, and that's always gonna be a struggle. I tell Matt, let's just hang out tonight, let's put down the phones, and like we do that sometimes. I'm like, let's watch a movie, let's just like chill.
Yeah.
So like, there's not efforts to like make those things
But I think
less work, but also I enjoy it.
People are different different. You know what I mean? Like, also, our husbands work with us now, so it's kind of like combined all of the worlds.
Yeah.
But also, and some people may not like this or agree or whatever, I do feel that ultimately family is a very strong bond, and like Stefanie and I aren't going to get a divorce.
No.
And I'm not saying that there's anything going on with our family, with our relationships, with our marriages, because you know that comment's going to come. We are good. I just know that like my family has been there since I was born, and we are a strong family, and we're going to be there for the rest of my life.
And it's a happy balance, because if anything's going on, like if me and Matt are having an argument, like I go to Tracy. If me and Tracy are having an argument, I go to Matt.
Same.
And it's just a shoulder to lean on for each side.
We are a group of
unit.
4. That's just how we are. We live across the street from each other. We're all best friends, and we choose to spend our time outside of work with each other for the most part.
Yeah.
We go on vacations together.
Disney.
The guys go on vacations together sometimes, like just them.
Yeah.
Stefanie and I go on a lot of trips together because we work. Ebbs and flows. Sometimes, you feel like you're spending more time with your spouse than your sister, or vice versa or whatever, but
so many people talk about like leaving their family, and this was even like in my wedding, it was what I chose.
Cleave to your husband?
Yes, it's what I chose for one of my things, like to be read off, and I kind of regret it in a sense, because that's not who I am at all.
Yeah,
it was like leave your family and like become one with your husband kind of thing, and like that's not me at all.
Yeah.
They're right here together forever.
But also
it breaks my heart when people like leave the nest and go whatever with their family and move away and like don't even think twice about it. If you think about life in the grand scheme of things, especially when you move away from your family and you only come back for the holidays, in 5 years, you only see your family like 10 times?
Yeah.
That's so sad.
Yeah. But some people aren't close with their families.
And that's fine, to each their own.
And I know that, we get comments where people are like, I wish I had the relationship you have with your sisters. Like, I wish that I, could have what you have. And we always tell people common interests are important, but also, putting the time in to be friends with them, to have, shared interests. It's not always been this way. It took until we got older, like Steph was in her mid to late teens and I was in my early 20s, for us to be at that age where we like could have common interests and stuff like that. So don't feel like if your relationship isn't where it is yet that it can't be there. And if it's something that's really important to you, talk to that person and be like, I really care about you, and like I want us to have a good relationship for life. What is the phrase where it's like, I don't know, God forbid that anything ever happened to our husbands. But I take solace in the fact that I've got Steph and Heather and Mom and those people in my life in the event that something terrible happened.
Yeah. Like you've got, you have people that will support you kind of thing.
Yeah.
And like there's comfort in that, knowing you wouldn't be alone in life.
Yeah. And like getting older with Nanny and her sister. I wish they would spend but I wish they would spend more time. You know what I mean? Because they've got that like in each other, and so and
they both made it so far in their lives. Like they need to like, but it's still cute.
Yeah,
she's both her sisters.
Yeah.
Does Nanny only have sisters? What's his name?
Uncle Wood?
Yes.
Yeah.
But is that the only brother?
I'm not sure. I feel like
she's kind of like, oh, she got sisters.
Yeah. Sisters and one brother, I think.
Yeah. That's cool.
So,
anyways,
I hope you take away from this that we love our family. We
are not perfect.
We try to be really good people. I think you guys think we're genuine, and that makes me so happy. I told Bucky, I said, the fact that you try so hard for people to see who you are, been making videos for 10 years, and like they get that.
Yeah. Because I see troll comments that are like, you're mean girls in high school, and it's like, no, we were like middle of the barrel in high school. Like some people probably didn't even know who I was.
It's a marching band, all right?
I mean, I was like there, you know what I mean? Like I look back and like I was just there.
Yeah.
Like I had friends, but like I was
like a Daria, kind of.
I wasn't quite like that, but that was because my interests weren't alternative. Like I still wanted to be super girly and like do my makeup and be like whatever. It didn't translate.
Yeah.
And I just wasn't popular. I don't know where I was going with that. Oh, that we were mean girls in high school. Yeah. And it just wasn't. And we weren't popular. And Valley girls and airheaded. Like no.
Yeah.
Our dad's really intelligent, and I feel like that's something that we were always pushed to like educate yourself and
be a straight A student, go to college, graduate. Yeah. Just because like I feel like I remember things my mom would say, like, people will look at you and think you're pretty and make assumptions about you or whatever. And it's like, it's good to be able to have a brain and to be able to back that up. But also, you think you might not have your looks forever, and not that looks are gonna like get you anything. They stressed the importance of,
knowledge.
Education.
Knowledge is power.
And being able to take care of yourself. I feel like the looks was kind of a comment on like, yeah, maybe you could get married to somebody that has money and take care of you for the rest of your life. But that is not a
Be
reality.
educated, smart, get a job.
That our mom wanted for us to feel that we had to depend on a man for the rest of our life. Just because, like, you know, you never know what could happen. So just empower yourself with education and hard work so that you don't ever have to worry about, you know.
Princess Leia said it best.
Yeah?
In Drop Dead Fred.
Yeah.
I don't need a man to complete my life.
I'm perfect the way that I am.
And I hate Charles.
I just want to say thank you to everyone who has been with us for 10 years watching our videos. Thank you to anyone who's come along that's not been there since the beginning. Welcome. If you missed out on sharing your assumptions of us, then make sure you're following us on Instagram at 11thgorgeous.
Yes.
So that the next time we do something that requires y'all to like do something or whatever, you won't miss out.
Yep. Don't forget to check out Madison and Mallory. Plug, plug, plug. Like, you know, I don't even have shame because so many YouTubers do vlogs and they're like, get that merch, get that merch, get that merch. And I'm like, get a t-shirt with my face on it. What? No thanks. Bought some really cute clothes that we curated the collection and it's cute and trendy and it doesn't have our face on it.
And went out and modeled it ourselves, got the photo shoot ready, did the dang thing, working hard.
Girl boss. No, seriously though, check it out. We'll have links down below. We've been doing new arrivals most every day. Maddie's grinding, Aaron's grinding, everyone's grinding.
Getting it done.
So check back daily for new arrivals in both places, the Facebook and MadisonMallory.com. Spring's coming, so we're gonna get that spring stuff in.
Yeah, you know what else is coming? Game of Thrones. I'm so excited. Only you said you said spring is coming and winter is coming is like the phrase for Game of Thrones.
Oh, my hair's falling down. I didn't realize it was falling.
This is my second day here, y'all. I don't know what to do about these like pieces at the bottom. They get stringy, and with re-wetting, spraying, scrunching, diffusing, I might as well just wash it all over again and just start again.
I just need girls with wavy, like whatever hair to come in and help me. You know how yours defines and pulls apart and stays like that? Mine just wants to clump together and be a wave.
But people say clumping is good. Like people talk about ways to make it clump more. Anyway.
Really?
Yeah.
I like defined curls.
I mean, like, yeah.
I like defined curls, but
like look at that thing. What is that?
Mine just, it's so sad because like when I want to wear it straight and like whatever, it peaks in the back and shows in places. I'm like, oh, she's got naturally wavy curly hair. Then when I want to actually make it wavy curly, it's like, you know, you would have been better off if you just actually styled me.
Nah, I think it has a fun undone bedheady, like not bedhead, but like effortless wave.
Just we'll get there.
I feel like mine looks kinky and crazy, and like also it's getting kind of flat second day.
I just decided to stop doing it like you because it was like we're about to go out of town and I'm about to have to do it every single day, and so I was like, maybe I'll just give it a break right before we go out of town, and I like ruin it. Plus, isn't the air really dry out there?
Yes.
In Vegas. Going to Vegas.
Okay, guys, we're gonna vlog. That's gonna be fun. Make sure you're following TNS on YouTube, and I promise we're gonna make shorter videos. But this was not the kind of video that you could make short.
No, it's a video that's basically asking us to talk more.
Yeah.
So like, sorry. Yeah. No, we will. We'll try to make shorter videos. Videos under 30 minutes.
Yeah, our last one was 27.
Videos under 20 minutes. No, I'll never make. It'll be close to 20.
Yeah.
That's my. That's like happy medium.
I mean, if it's not about 20 minutes, what's the point in watching?
Right.
By the time you clicked it and settled in.
It's not 2009 YouTube where videos are only like 10 minutes. What's that? Who?
Okay, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for giving us your assumptions. Thanks for being really nice to us. It is appreciated, and I'm glad that we don't have a bunch of trolls.
We'll talk to you guys in the video super soon.
We sure dang will.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see another one of our videos, you can click the video on the right.
And if you missed our previous video, you can click the video on the left.
And if you still haven't subscribed, you can click that circular channel icon
And it'll sub you right up.